Well, it appears like the military, the US military, is using kids to create YouTube channels and convince the public that there's ETs out there going to save us. There's a guy, Terror, on with numbers behind it. I made a video a couple of days ago on really nice looking, loving, down home kid. Had me fooled. Um, and that's what they're going to do is use. I mean, this guy is so nice that when I started subscribing to him, I really liked. Like he's really smart. So I liked some of the things that he was talking about, and but then he's military and admits he's in the military, and he's talking about how he dislikes all of the things in the world, yet he is the military. He's like, why complain about something you earn your living off of? It's like listening to a banker say something about the financial economy is not his fault. It's pretty funny, but it's pretty serious because what better person to manipulate a planet that there are ETs other than, get these innocent looking people that you wouldn't want to hurt their feelings. You wouldn't want to, because it's really hard to ask a question without being offensive. You're a freaking killer. How can you kill for a living? and say, I know there's an awful lot of people that think that war is your answer. Like anybody who thinks that killing other people is a good thing, then let's just kill the whole freaking planet. Like for you killing other people, then you need to be killed too. Like tit for tat. There's a million and one reasons why people are thinking war is a good thing. No, a peace table and solving problems is a hell of a lot better than killing people. And you'll never notice that you're wrong. Every side of war thinks it's the other guy. Not one of them realize that you are the player in the game. You are the guilty one. You hold a gun, you're guilty. You're not protecting nobody. You're dominating. And chances are, if you're in somebody else's country and you're bombing somebody in somebody else's country, you are the enemy. I haven't seen too many bombs or going off in the States. I don't see anybody attacking the United States other than 9/11, which everything points to it was the government that did it. So there's, the only aggressor, the only evil killing machine is the United States. Every country basically hates the United States. It's kind of a known thing that even if you're American, it's best to say you're from Canada. Why? Because you're a friggin' killing machine. So, with that said, it's really hard for me to have a conversation with a killer, because that's how I look at them. Is if you kill for a living, you are a killer. No two ways about it. You're not protecting me. A police officer is not protecting me. They protect the rich guys. Everything is just one big massive lie that we trust. Anyways, this guy, no question about it. This is basically your evidence that there are no ETs. First of all, it's scientifically impossible if you know time and space and a few other sciences. That it's so deep, but it's there. At least the sciences, the pieces of the puzzle within science of how you view your reality is there for, we just need to comprehend it. If you can comprehend it, you can see there's absolutely no way in hell there's an ET out there. It's like people thought that the planet was flat because they're only see this much of their world. Now we think it's round because we're only seeing this much. The only thing out there, think of anything off the planet as another layer of our skin. There's nothing out there. It's a mirror. So to say that there's ETs, first of all, it's such a good con game. First of all, this guy said that he's got a lot of information on ETs, which come in well, the one thing that I started noticing him is he's got a lot of videos on a letter from an ET, apparently. They can't come and show their face. He has seen them. Okay. These ETs are on YouTube. I guess they're his friends, or like, I couldn't find any. But he says, oh, the ETs actually have their own YouTube channel. So I asked him, where's the link? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see an ET. But he can't give me the link. He said that ETs are not real ETs. Or no, the way he worded was, aliens are not truly aliens. And then when I caught him on that one, he's, well, because they're our brothers and sisters. Yeah, they're humans like the rest of us. They are not from a different planet. They are just humans playing games, trying to manipulate you into believing another Jesus. It's all about, oh, they're going to save you. And then when I called him on that one, it's like, no, they're not here to save us. They're here to help us. What's the difference? Helping, saving, helping, saving. I mean, so many contradictions. And then he's saying, if you see ETs from the enemy, those aren't real. Those are fake. But ours are real. So this is the game that's going to be played out, is there's going to be an ET war, but the enemy, the other guy, is a fake ET, but we're the real ETs. It's such a friggin' con. And it's such a built-up thing that took years and years to develop this lie. And what better way? There's no question people have experienced things, but that is all explainable. It's human beings playing human being games. And there's so many ways they can, taken up into a ship. That can be easily done by human beings, not ETs. And they're very well connected with police. They're very well connected with your politicians. They pay for it all. So there are no friggin' ETs. It's a game. It's what ET would come and if ETs are saying, this is one of the biggest logic things, is why are ETs, if they're evolved and think war is a bad thing, then why do they come here and participate in war? Why is it ETs aren't helping you learn how to develop a peace table? How come ETs come here with weapons? How evolved are they if all they can do is kill a planet? So, and why would the good ETs go to the worst country on the planet and help them? It makes no logic sense. But to get people to believe in a lie, first of all, you got to have a big secret. And then you got to have everybody else having these weird, unexplained experiences that I know there's ETs, tell us the truth. Well, they can't tell you the truth because there were no ETs. That's the secret, is that it's a game. But Because you have all of those experiences, when you say you want, disclosure, well, if the disclosure came out that says, well, it was all fake, there was no real, would you believe it? No, because you know that shit has been going on. In order for them to have full disclosure, they'd have to have every human being that has played every human being game, claiming with masks that they were aliens. um, they'd have to let you know, hey, yeah, I did this to this person, this person, this person, like a crime, like an investigation. Who's the one responsible for it? They're not going to do that. I mean, disclosure would be like, okay, I admit I lied. So it's that the fact that it's a secret should tell you that it's a lie. Secret societies. There's bullshit going on in secret societies that aren't good for the planet. Well, do you think an ET story is going to be good for the planet either? So, anyways, that is what's going on. How come anybody that has, somebody that comes out and says that they are military, and he sees ETs and they're here helping him. He's directly connected with the ETs on this planet, and he's on YouTube. He's 20 years old and cannot answer any questions, but he can sure tell you what he wants you to hear. And said, hey, I'm welcome to 2 questions, yet he can't answer a question. Because that's the only reason that I had the courage to ask some tough questions, because he is military. I did not want to offend him, but I knew asking questions would be offensive. So, but as long as he's asking, for people's questions, then he opened up the door, only to tell me that I'm just there to argue for argument's sake. He's got a link to ETs, but he can't send them to me. I'm real tired and can't answer questions, but yet he's not tired enough to say, you're just here to argue. That's the scapegoat. I was not there to argue about nothing. There was no argumentative conversation going on. They were just plain, answer this question. And then he comes back with double talk. Big long letters. He was in the military, saying the military has changed. We are doing good things. So I asked him, give me a list of all the good things that are going on. I got this big long letter of, well, they're all treating me really nice, and all the generals are saying I'm doing a good job, and everybody's patting me on the back. All it was about how much everybody loves the job he's doing. Nothing. There was not one thing in that long email that had anything to do with what good is the military doing. The only good thing the military is doing different is they're treating him right. Yeah, okay, maybe that's a little different. But they're treating you right because that is the game. You're a really nice, sweet, innocent guy, and they're manipulating the hell out of you. The way to do that kind of manipulation is peace and loving. They're not going to be... Anybody who's believing in the ET story is just as easily manipulated as Charlie Veitch. And now all of a sudden, 9/11 wasn't an inside job. He can sit beside a guy who lost his wife on a plane in the Pentagon, where no plane went through that Pentagon, but he played on the heartstrings, and I mean, he was easily manipulated. This 20-year-old kid is easily manipulated. How many soldiers go to war thinking, yeah, we need to save our country? No, you need to kill and murder as many people for oil so we could get rich. I mean, you're manipulated into that one. You're manipulated into buying stock when it's nothing but an insider trading. The only people making money are the guys that are controlling the system, that manipulate your emotions so you buy the way you buy. Everybody that's in the stock market's nothing but a puppet for the guys that are actually making the money. All they have to do is stir up a little bit of fear, and that encourages you to buy different things. And they get profit. Even if it's at the destruction of the world, they'll profit off of it. It's a sick game. Peace out.